Alright, hello everyone, this is DayTraderRockStar, and I'm going to do a little S&P 500 update and actually bring you a review of some of the stocks on the watch list and add a few stocks on the watch list going into the end of the week here. So I just want to start off with the S&P 500 here. As you can see, today we had a very bullish day. We ended up, we actually gained over half back what we lost on Friday. You can actually see the candlestick here. That big bearish candlestick here that closed under the 20-period moving average. Today we regained that and pushed back up and actually made a crossover on the stochastics here. So again, you can look at that. You could see a couple different things. You could see volatility there. One day down, the next day up. But you really can't get a gauge of what else is working here because it's just not good. So what we're going to do is go down to the 60-minute chart here. And the 60-minute chart, you're going to see a much better signal here. Now look at the 60-minute chart, how defined this kind of wedge pattern I would call it, and how defined this is. And we've actually bounced. We bounced off the 200-period moving average right here. We didn't come right down to the lower trend line here. We came to the 200, and I just want to just bring that out because we hit it twice here, and the 200-period moving average EMA is very strong on the 60-minute chart on the S&P Cash 500. From all my trading, I always use the 60-minute and the 200 combination. Now, again, you had a chance of it bouncing there, and that's exactly where it bounced. We pushed back up here now. Again, we're at an area where there's a downward trend line now. That's really established. So a break through that trend line would be bullish, and I would expect a further move. But there is that opportunity of a pullback here. So if we do pull back here, this again, we have some downside here. But the main trend line I want to watch right now is this downward trend line and look for a break above that. And that would pretty much take us, let's see, that would mean a move above today's high would break us out of that channel, and I think that would give us a nice rally. So we'll watch that tomorrow. So a move above Friday's high should give us that break and a clear-cut move up. So a couple different stocks I want to look at. PENN Gaming, PEN, was on the watch list this week. It's starting to break out here. You can see the 60-minute chart. We closed on the highs. On the daily chart, we're still flagging, and the stochastics look very bullish here. And the volume was up a little today, so things are looking okay. Very tight, not organized pattern. I do like that a lot. That's PENN, PENN. Walgreens, CVS is coming out with earnings tomorrow morning. This one continues to show a great pattern here. We pulled back here since we got out of this. There's a nice trend line here, which we got a nice trend line break, and we broke up all the way out of that pattern. Pulled back. Stochastics bounced off the 200 and the lower trend line, and we seem to be pushing up here. So tomorrow, I think, is a good day for Walgreens to watch a move, either one way or another. I'm looking for it to move up, but we have CVS pharmacies in the morning, so that might affect that also. Goldman Sachs, we had a nice scalp on it today. It should be a nice scalper tomorrow. I'm looking for upside, even though tonight they actually came out and I think they came out with a press release talking about the lawsuits they have pending, and or saying that they have suits against them. We'll see what happens in the morning. British Petroleum, same thing. Here's a great stock. Now, who could let's get this up here first. It's an interesting symbol, so I have to remember how to get the symbol up on this IQ charts. All right, I think that's it. There we go. This is Berkshire Hathaway A shares. All right, trading at what are they trading at these days? Is that that's a mill. 1,174,000. I think that is. Or maybe is it? That's 0.0. So no, actually it's 117,431. So it looks like 117,000 for one share. So why would you, who's buying this? I don't know. And I never go into figuring out that. But, there's a B class share, which is a trade, on the markets. It's BRK'B shares, and it's $78 a share. Now, a beautiful pattern here. Nice organized pattern on BRK on the pullback. I definitely was thinking of taking some today, and I got sidetracked with all the problems we had, and I never moved on that. So tomorrow I definitely want to look at that. All right, just to go back over this one more time, you're looking at a nice pullback in Berkshire Hathaway B shares. I'm definitely going to look to get in tomorrow. But how do you know, with a stock like this, you see the range in it. You know, you can see the moves, the $3 moves each day, and actually each time it makes comes up and down. So how do you time this? You know, you don't want to be getting ahead of the move. So what you do is just go out to the 60-minute chart, and you could definitely break down a trade much easier looking at the 60-minute chart than you could look at the daily chart. Very organized pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each time it comes down to this level, you buy. You can't see that really on the daily chart. I mean, you can't. You're like, oh, these candlesticks are all over the place, but you really start to see it on the 60-minute chart. So you know, even if it pulled back down to this level, I'd be all over it. But now, because of my rules of trading channels, the consolidation here above the 20-period moving average in a downward channel, in a downward sloping channel, stochastics are embedded right underneath, like in that 75 to 80 level. Everything about here is bullish for a pop. Now, does this one normally gap up? I hope not. Yeah, it gapped up today. It could gap up 70, went from 77 to 77.60. So it gapped up 60 cents. This one's ready to rip, people. I like it a lot. And probably my best bet going into tomorrow on that break of that 60-minute chart, which is very easy to find, and it's probably just going to be at today's highs. So a break of today's highs will look great. And I'll do that. I'll be trading that on the show tomorrow morning. So definitely looks great. So that was one more, and I got let's see what else we got here. I got a couple other ones here. eBay, we're just watching. I'm continuing to watch eBay for a pullback. It's starting to look interesting to me. It's getting a little tired. The pullback's getting a little tired. The 200-period moving average is just underneath us, but that's near in here. There's better ones out there. Intel, INTC. We'll continue to watch that one for a scalp tomorrow. And actually, you could actually start to see all kinds of patterns starting to show up here. So the 15-minute chart, you could definitely see a lower trend line here developing. And you could, I'm just going to go out from here to here, I guess. For now, I'm just going to put that trend line in here. And start to see that if we get that pop above that, again, anything that moves above today's highs is going to be a very bullish move across the board, even on the daily chart. So that's showing up on a lot of stocks here. A couple oversold stocks, and I'm going to let this one fly out there to you guys. AKS steel. Take a look at the daily chart. I'm doing some charting on this today. I pull it back all the way back to September's high. It comes down here. It seems to break a little trend line break, and where this starts to take off, what really puts this line in is because it hit here, went through here, and then it came down, retested it once, retested it twice, and now we're retesting it again. I'm starting to like AKS steel here. So this one I'm looking to start a small position, and there's definitely support at this level, which I like a lot. We pulled back from the 20-period moving average, way overbought, oversold, and we have $15 underneath us, which is very strong support. So it's not a bad entry here. I want to probably start a small position tomorrow on AKS steel. That's AKS steel. So that's another interesting one. So a lot of good setups today. For tonight, going into tomorrow. I have a lot more, but I'm only going to do a 10-minute video tonight. So again, some other ones I want to talk about is Kimberly-Clark, KMB, and we'll watch that 62 on that. And IBKR still looks good, and the ATK looks good. So I'll see everyone tomorrow in the markets, www.daytradingradio.com. And that's it.